Thank you. Congratulations, and welcome to all of your family members who are here as well. I appreciate your willingness to serve. Let me start with Mr. Doffenmeyer. I don't really have questions for you, but I'll do it on the record. But I have to say, I appreciate your candor and your respect for the law and the rule of law and what it means. That's very rare in this day with individuals coming before us. So I thank you. I thank you for your comments on that. Let me start with Ms. Herreza as well as Mr. Hausdevate. The bipartisan infrastructure law is helping Nevada become a national leader for battery manufacturing and recycling. We also hold the capacity to support the entire supply chain in my home state. For example, Nevada has enough lithium to supply the world for 85 years. I know you're aware of that. However, it is unfortunate that President Trump's fiscal year 2026 budget calls for the cancellation of over $15 billion from the bipartisan infrastructure law. And he specifically, in that fiscal year budget, targets battery manufacturers and calls these funds handouts. Now, as lithium-ion batteries and related technologies continue to be used by our military and clean energy applications, I believe we should be making them here to cut our reliance on communist China and not dismantle enacted DOE programs that strengthen our global competitive, quite honestly. So if confirmed, let me ask you what your positions would be on the dismantling of those programs that support the research into and the support for battery manufacturing. And Ms. Herreza, let me start with you.
Sure. Thank you for the question, Senator. It is, in this race, very important that we continue to have the innovation that is so necessary to deploy the new technologies that we need. And just for clarification, the Office of Electricity has energy storage research in its budget, and it is not IIJ related, and so I expect that, if confirmed, that research will continue. And what's really interesting, even though I haven't been directly involved in that research, there's a cluster effort at the Pacific Northwest National Lab where it looks at working with the Office of Science and basically going from atoms to systems to make sure that concept of commercialization is happening. And so I'm excited to see when we're competing with China that we come up with non-lithium solutions, and America is poised to be able to take advantage of that. And if confirmed, I look forward to working with you and with the others around me to ensure that we do that.
Thank you. Mr. Hausdevate?
Senator, thank you for the question. Your state of Nevada is blessed with great resource, both hard rock, clay, and brine, and it's been incredible to watch the rapid technological development of new techniques, including direct lithium extraction. I'm not yet in the office, so I don't know exactly what's being dismantled, what's being proposed, but I'm fully aligned that we need to take out of the hands of communist China 90+% of the manufacturing of battery technology and onshore, bring manufacturing back to the U.S. We have the resource, we have the talent.
I agree, and let me just say, and I appreciate some of your written testimony earlier, and even your comments about the importance of lithium extraction and mining and in its role in the future of technology, and that this country should be leading, believing in public-private partnership. Why would we be doing that extraction if we're not bringing the manufacturing back here that utilizes that technology, particularly around battery and battery storage as well? So I appreciate those comments. Let me jump back to something that's come to my attention, and Ms. Herreza, if you would, if you can comment on this. In 2022, Congress appropriated $1 billion to the Department of Energy for resilient energy infrastructure in Puerto Rico. And this past December, the department announced $365 million in awards for energy supply projects at community healthcare centers. In March, the department wrote a letter specifying requirements to advance these projects, but their future now appears to be at risk. So my question to you is, can I count on you to implement these projects that will provide life-sustaining electricity to medically vulnerable Puerto Rican Americans?
Thank you, Senator, for the question. The Puerto Rico efforts are led by the Grid Deployment Office, and so I think that they're the ones who are leading the efforts and the review efforts as well. And if confirmed, what I will do is I will assess those projects and look at how does this impact not just those that are in need, but also the entire grid. Secretary Wright and President Trump have made it clear that we need to look at what we can do to improve the security resilience of the grid.
Let me just ask you this, because this was appropriated by Congress. This goes back to the rule of law. This was appropriated Congress for a specific reason. So how does the administration have the authority now to redirect those funds when that really wasn't within their jurisdiction? That is my concern. And I'm hoping that you are going to be, when you get in this position, following the rule of law and respecting the role of Congress and our appropriation authority and where we redirect these funds.
Senator, I very much appreciate the rule of law, and if confirmed, I will comply with the law, and we will work. I look forward to looking into this to assess the situation.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Senator King.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.